Donald Trump, he's jealous. He's jealous of me. I think Donald Trump should be raped by a chimpanzee. And maybe after the chimpanzees raped Donald Trump on pay-per-view, Donald Trump should then be raped by dolphins. Throw him into the water at a Sea World. Have some trained dolphins or even a killer whale rape him. I hate Donald Trump. I was celebrating, and I think he's very jealous of me. He hates me. Donald Trump hates me bitterly. He's very jealous of me, and I hate him too. And this is not because of the fake war on Iran. I guess, the Ayatollah was good as a partner in the coalition, and I was the visionary leader of the coalition against Barack Obama's senseless aggression. And so the Ayatollah Khamenei was good for a while, and then Donald Trump, he started keeping me under a siege. Donald Trump was keeping me under a siege because he was jealous of me. I had won so much prestige by defending civilization against Barack Obama. And so I was celebrating the victory, and I was happy that, I was more content with Joe Biden, I think. Yeah, I was happy that Joe Biden had gotten the USA out of Afghanistan because the USA had to quit. Then, without ever getting any gratitude for my great intellectual opposition to George Bush and Barack Obama, then Donald Trump put a bad siege on me and ostracism during winter after winter. And so, anyway, Donald Trump is a wicked witch, and I'd like to see him get raped by chimpanzees. And then I'd like to see him get raped by dolphins and whales. I hate Donald Trump. He's a witch. He should get raped by baboons. Maybe baboons after the chimpanzees raped Donald Trump. He should get raped by baboons. All of it on pay-per-view. Since he likes UFC so much, let's say he should admire the toughness of a chimpanzee because he thinks it's so great. The strength of the body is so much more important than the strength of the brain that he must admire a chimpanzee, and he should be satisfied with a chimpanzee jabbing its little pecker up Donald Trump's rectum. And that should be very satisfying for Donald Trump. And then he should be wishing for a gorilla next. They say the gorilla has a tiny little penis that's only like 3 inches long. Maybe. Or maybe it's a big, long tallywhacker of a penis. Who knows? But Donald Trump should have both of them jammed up his butthole on pay-per-view because he admires a strong body so much more than he admires a strong brain. So I hate Donald Trump. And he clearly, Donald Trump is jealous of me. He hates me. He's put a vicious, cold siege on me, using the winters against me and using the combined coalition of Bush, Obama, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump all together saying, ostracize Paul, everybody hate Paul. These are jealous men. These are unimportant men. They're not important. They're not high achievers. They're scum, and they all deserve to be raped by chimpanzees. Okay, another thing. It occurred to me that the dog whisperer has XX uh, chromosomes. The dog whisperer actually is a female. And so then it all makes sense why this individual has so much confidence in a perverse context, because a female doesn't have to prove any viable form of masculinity. So if a woman can go and call a dog her daddy, and it's just doesn't have any serious uh, consequences on her prestige, and that's why the dog whisperer has is impervious to that form of humiliation because of having XX chromosomes and then being on testosterone to grow a beard. So really, um, the dog whisperer is Caesara. It would be the more appropriate name. The female form of Caesar. Caesara Milan is a woman, and that makes sense. A woman on testosterone can grow a beard, appearing to be a man. So Caesara Milan is a strange woman and is impervious because of being a woman, impervious to humiliation such as going on camera and referring to a dog by the name Daddy, which is a strange behavior. I was unsure, and I was unsure of how to respond to this person for quite a while. And recently, that just occurred to me that Cesara Milan is a X chromosome woman who identifies as trying to be a man or behave like a man for a purpose of being a social influencer of some kind. I don't know exactly what Cesara Milan is trying to achieve, but I was feeling angry that a Mexican man would be humiliated so much. I said, he must be mentally ill. He must be mentally ill. What is he doing? And he's got a woman's chromosomes and a woman's anatomy, presumably, or she does. Not a real man. So he doesn't. Cesara Milan doesn't have to live up to the expectations of it having any masculine dignity to maintain, or either that or appropriately to abandon masculine identity in as an alternative to a failed form of masculinity that looks like mental illness. Okay, so anyway, I think Bush was trying to put that on me. I think Bush and his coalition they were wishing that they were wishing that they had the goods on me. They were wishing that I would be a transgender. They were wishing that I had failed masculinity. And they all piled on George Bush and Barack Obama, recruited as a mercenary to try to castrate me or reveal me or something. And failing to reveal me, they got frustrated and they just started killing me with gradual death by 1,000 cuts, oppression, deprival, and approaching tortures, approaching the definition of tortures. So this is an evil coalition of parasites, inferior men who deserve to be raped. And that's George Bush and Bill Clinton and Barack Obama and Donald Trump, and then the old feeble Joe Biden. He's a little more humorous. I think maybe the best one of them, the only one who had a one term only. But he's also a jerk, not a very nice guy. But he at least had a little better sense of humor than the rest of them. Anyway, that's all for now.